Hi guys, it's Sarah. Today I want to show you how to make these cute little Easter egg decorations. This is my first video, and I'm filming it on my laptop, so the quality probably won't be very good. But I wanted to reach out to everybody today with some crafting ideas so we can all stay creative and active while we're socially isolated. This is a really fun and easy project. Anybody can do it. You can do it alone. You can do it with your kids. If you think you have no artistic ability at all, you can still do this project. You won't need to buy any materials because we're going to be using items that almost everybody has lying around their house. My goal today is to prove that anybody can do crafts and that you can do it on a budget. All right, here's a list of our materials, but in case you can't read my handwriting, I'll go through them. We will need scissors, a glue stick, a pencil with an eraser, some clear tape, some lightweight boxes. I like to use old food packaging, lightweight cereal boxes, pop containers. They're nice because you can recycle them. It's good for the environment, and it's you don't have to pay for them. You'll need a couple pieces of scrap paper, a big, thick book, and markers or whatever you like to decorate with. Besides markers, I like colored pencils, crayons, paint, fancy paper, and of course, glitter. All right, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to have to do is take your box and break it down. Just open up all the seams, and I like to make one cut down one side of it so that you end up with two smaller panels. The next thing you need to do is draw an egg with a flat bottom because this egg needs to stand up. I just like to start and finish at the seam down here because it gives you a nice flat edge for the bottom of it, and you don't have to worry about where you're cutting. You know it'll be straight. Okay, so we're going to cut this first egg out. Once I've cut it out, I'm going to use it as a stencil, and I'm going to trace it to make 3 more eggs and cut all those eggs out because each decoration we make today will need 4 eggs total. Okay, so I've cut out my first egg here. I'm going to trace it on another piece of the cardboard. I'm not going to make you watch me do all these steps. So I've already traced it, and I will cut those 3 out. So now I have 4 eggs total. We are going to take our 4 eggs and glue them together in pairs. So take a piece of your scrap paper and set it down on your table or wherever you're working. I usually work on a table, but today I'm working upright so I can show you the steps. But the reason for the scrap paper is so you don't get glue on your table. So set your 2 eggs down on the table with the cardboard side down. You can apply the glue however you want, and if you don't have a glue stick, you can use a different kind of glue. Just make sure you apply glue to both sides. With the glue stick, I like to start around the edges and then fill in the center. If you're using like Elmer's glue or something like that, put a thin coat on both sides, wait for it to get kind of tacky, then stick them together. So with the glue stick, once I have a coat around the whole thing, I just go around the edge one more time because you really want to have a good coat of glue around the edges. Okay. After I have glue on both sides, I'm going to stick them together. I'm going to try to square them up as best as I can, especially trying to make the bottom kind of flat. If they don't fit together perfectly, it's not that big of a deal. We'll take care of that later. But once you're satisfied with it, take your other piece of scrap paper, fold it in half with the egg inside of it, and stick both of those eggs under that big thick book. It doesn't take very long for them to dry, and I like to use the book just so that you have something to keep it flat, but it's optional. After you get done with your second pair, the first pair will be ready, and you will see that there is a little bit where it didn't all line up. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our scissors and we are going to trim off all of that excess on this step. We are also going to take an eraser and erase any pencil marks that we have from when we drew the eggs. So once we've done that and we're satisfied with all of our edges, we are going to cut a strip out of each pair one from the bottom and one from the top, and they're going to go just vertical and horizontal. And I already have an example of each here, just so that you can see what I'm talking about. Because we're going to fit these together like this. So I'm going to use this egg. So my other egg needs to have the strip coming from the bottom. I'm still kind of trimming it up here, so let me get that taken care of. Okay, so I'm going to just going to cut just past the center of the egg, and then just make a cut just right next to that one. You'll get like this little tail that comes out. Cut that off, and let's see if my egg fits the other egg. Okay? So you really want to make sure that they make a good fit now. Sometimes they don't quite fit together at the bottom. If it's not long enough, you can cut that seam a little deeper. But if they do fit together, good. If they don't, see mine has one egg taller than the other one. I'm just going to trim around the top of that egg so that they both line up. So once you've got a good egg, unfold it a little, make sure it stands up. And it does. So now we can start decorating that egg. There's really no right or wrong way to decorate it, and I don't want to make you watch me decorate a whole egg. It'd be boring. So I'm just going to really quickly do a cheetah, or now a zebra print, I think, on this, because it'll be fast and easy. You can make stencils really easily out of the scrap cardboard and just make zigzag lines to lay patterns onto the eggs. Things like that are really easy to do. You can use tape as a resist between layers of glitter. If you do use tape, though, watch out because it does tend to tear some of the cardboard up. I like to take a little bit of the stick off by sticking it to my shirt a few times before I stick it to the cardboard. Okay, so made my zebra print on this side, and it's not as good as I would normally do. I'd probably touch it up a little bit. But once you're satisfied with your design, take a piece of clear tape and just run it down the center of that design, and then move on to your next side. Now remember, you have 4 sides to decorate. When you're done with all 4, it will be ready to display. So again, some of the things that you do, this egg right here I used paper on, and I just tried to line up the different, it's the same print on different colors, and I lined it up so it looked like an egg or stripes. This is just some glitter. You can just take the end of your glue stick and just use it like this, and use glitter. With this one, I used one of those stencils I was talking about that I just made really quickly out of the cardboard. Here's a zigzag one, not the one I used for this, but the markers show up really well. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed crafting with me today. If you made an egg, please post it on my Facebook page, Sarah's Can Do Crafts. And keep looking for more projects. Keep saving your empty boxes, toilet paper rolls, popsicle sticks, stuff like that, so that we have lots of items to make our next projects with. Thanks!